Hello, my desktop publishing students. This is another review on your if statements and VLOOKUP. So I opened up the file called XXHLookup Iceshow Revenues, and I saved it with my name and the current date, and you can do the same thing. Okay, so first of all, it says, using HLookup, create a formula to insert the code for each category of revenue. Okay, so right away you can see the table on your screen here. So it's not on a separate sheet this time, it's right here. So I'm going to select the data. Remember, the first row is the lookup and the second row is the answer. So I'm going to click in my name box and I'm going to call this T for table, and I'll call it T code. Okay, T code or codes, T codes. Press enter. Now click outside, click on your drop down, choose T codes, and it defines properly so you know it's good. Alright, so go to cell D12 and we want to put in equals, and it said find the code for each category of revenue. Alright, so equals HLookup, open your parentheses, we want to look up the word tickets, comma, and where's the table? F3, it's called T codes. Okay, comma, where's the answer? Well, we only have one row, and that's row 2, comma, and we have to find an exact value, so I want to have false. Close my parentheses, press enter, and you've got the codes put in a flash. So that's good. All right, click in another cell, go Control S to save. So now it says use the increase column, and that's where I am right now in F12. Assume that good weather conditions have caused the crops to be superior this year. Write an if statement that shows an increase of 7% of all sales for Nashville concessions. Otherwise, put a 0 in. Okay, so reference the 7%. So I'm going to go here and shows an increase of 7% of all sales. Okay, so I'm going to put increase right here, and I'm going to put in 7% because it told me to reference it. Okay, all right, so we want to say equals if. Now, right away I saw two things. There was Nashville, okay, which is the location, and it said concessions, so that is under the category. So it said shows an increase of 7% sales for all Nashville concessions, otherwise equals 0. So we have to use and. So if and our two conditions are that the location is equal to, quote, Nashville, quote. Okay, that's my first logical, and comma. And the second logical is that the category is equal to concessions. Make sure you spell it right. Okay, is equal to concessions. All right, so now I'm going to close my parentheses because that's the end of our conditions, comma. If it's true, there will be an increase of 7%. So we want to take the increase, absolute, times the sales. Otherwise, put in 0 because there's no increase. All right, close your parentheses and press enter. So the first one is tickets. Obviously, it's not going to match. So it should be 0. And the only one that has Nashville concessions is 1. And there it is, 7% of that. The rest didn't get anything. All right. Now, let's go to the next question, the subsidy. So I want to be in G12. Crops were poor last year. The government has offered to provide a subsidy of 3% of sales if the location is equal to Chicago or if the ticket sales are less than 25,000. Otherwise, the subsidy will be 0. reference the 25,000 and we have to reference the subsidy. So I'm going to go up here and put in subsidy. Oops, yeah, I want a capital S on subsidy. And I want to put in your 3%. And the other part we want to reference our sales. So sales 25,000. No dollar signs, no commas, nothing. Okay. All right. So for the subsidy, I'm back in cell G12. So I want to say equals if, and you saw the or there. So or. Now, what are our conditions? The first condition is equal to Chicago. Okay. So we want to say that the location is equal to Chicago. Quotation marks. Okay. Comma, and that the category is equal to, no, if ticket sales. So if sales are less than or equal to 25,000, and click in there to make it absolute. Okay, so if the sales are less than or equal to 25,000. That's the end of our logical, so close the parentheses. Now, the true value is that a subsidy of 3% of sales will be paid. So we 3% absolute times the sales. Otherwise, put in 0 and close the parentheses and press enter. Okay, so there's no subsidies there. So here we had Chicago, 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 and here we had sales less than. Why is this less than? Oh, I looked in the wrong place. Just this one is less than 25,000. Okay, so I'm going to pick up your paintbrush here and do these two. And then I'm going to pick up this and double click on my paintbrush and paint these. Okay, so let's see what the next question is. Now it says insert, save your work. Click in a blank cell, save your work. Okay, now insert any picture in the appropriate cell and hyperlink to a document on Yahoo. Okay, so let's go to insert picture, insert online picture, and I'm going to put in clothing because I think it'll be easy to find something. So I'll put in clothing. And, okay, what have we got for a variety here? Oh, here, we'll go with this. Insert. Okay, it came in really large, so size it down. And I'll put it right there. And now, it said make it about 1 inch by 1 inch, but that's close enough. I can make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so now we're going to make this into a hyperlink that links this document to Yahoo. Okay, so I want to right click here. I want to hyperlink, and I want to say existing file or web page, and I want to go to I don't need to go anywhere. I need the address. And the address for Yahoo is yahoo.ca or .com. So let's go there, screen tip, and we're going to say click here to go to Yahoo. All right, say OK and say OK. All right, now remember, click off the picture. Click on your picture, click here to go to Yahoo. Oh, okay, hold on. Right click, edit, hyperlink, and I think I had to put in www. My fault. www.yahoo.ca. Okay, click off again, and now click to go to Yahoo. And I did go to Yahoo. So that's good. All right, close out of Yahoo. Come back to Excel, save your work, and that's your first hyperlink done. Now it says in cell, total sales are in cell A49, and we want to put the total here in E49. So I'm going to go to equals sum, open your parentheses, and I want to highlight everything up here because I didn't want to take the blank row, so I just want to take what I wanted. So there's my total sales. All right, it asks you to define this cell E49. So we're going to go to E49, click in your name box, and type in the words total sales. Now remember, no spaces, okay? We'll put a capital S on sales. Now check it, click in a blank cell, click on your drop down, and choose total sales, and it has been defined properly. Now use cell A5, okay, so click in cell A5, revenue report, and hyperlink it to your range called total sales. So right click, hyperlink, and this time we want a place in the document. So we want to go to total sales, and the screen tip will be click here to view the total sales. All right, say OK and say OK. All right, so now note how your formatting was changed because we made it into a hyperlink. So now you're going to click on it, click here to view total sales, and it takes you down to this total sales. So that's good. All right, go Control S to save. Okay, this next part I have to be fast because I've only got 3 minutes left on the video. So insert a picture. So I'm going to go to Insert, Picture, Online Picture, and I'm going to go here and type in Excel and see what I get. Oh, there's a good one right there. Insert. Okay, so I'm going to size it down, move it up here. All right, and I want to link this picture to an Excel document. So I'm going to go to Hyperlink, and I want to say place or existing file or web page. And I just did Kitchen King, so I'm going to go look for that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saved it in here. Okay, so I found Kitchen King. It's blue. I'm going to put in screen tip, and I'm going to say click here to go to Kitchen King. All right, I'm going to say OK and say OK. Now we're going to try it. Click off. Now click on it. Click here to go to Kitchen King, and I'm at Kitchen King. So now in this document, I want to put a return, but I'm going to run out of time. So I have to stop here, and I will come back. And, oh, maybe I can do it. Hold on. Okay, I inserted the picture just to save myself some time. So now I'm on the picture. I'm going to right click, go to hyperlink, and I want to existing file or web page, and now I want to go back to my first one, which was called Hlookup Iceshow revenues. So I selected, I did the screen tip, click here to return to Iceshow revenues. I did that. This was blue, and I said OK. All right, so I click off. I click. Now, before we go any further, save that document. So go Control S to save, and then click on here, and you're back to your Iceshow revenues. And that's what you wanted. And that's your question all done. So do you apply your headers and footers? You know how to do that. And I will stop here.